Hey, Ty Brady here with Brady Insurance Marketing in the Ty Brady Way, one of the nation's largest field marketing organizations that helps independent agents achieve a 6- and 7-figure income with the systems and strategies that I'm going to talk about with you today. Welcome back to another episode of the Ty Brady Way. We're doing something pretty unusual today. We're going live, which is kind of scary because I can't edit anything out, but we're going to give it a shot. But today I'm here with Charlie Jennings, and he's been on the show before. You've heard his story about how he was in prepaid funeral planning, and now he's helping people aging into Medicare, not on Medicare. But today we wanted to talk about, kind of his path and what he does in marketing and how he does his marketing now. So, Charlie, you did the grind. So let's kind of give the audience here, where you started and what you've been able to do over the past 5 years now, right?
Yes.
So five years and 5.5 years. But when you first started out, what were some things that you did to market?
Well, I followed your advice and ordered a bunch of lead cards.
Yeah.
A lot of lead cards.
So we did a lot of lead cards, and, things have changed because direct mail isn't getting the response it used to. And then fast forward to, what you did during COVID. So COVID changed the game on how we market and people willing or not willing to meet with you. What did you do during COVID, and what is that doing for you today in your marketing strategies?
Well, I'd ordered a bunch of lead cards, and actually I did get COVID. My wife and I did November of 2020, and we were just sick as a dog for a month. And so I got really good at the voice signature enrollment. And so at that time, the schedulers with the lead cards that I had purchased, the schedulers were booking appointments for me.
Yeah.
And I would have like 5-6 appointments in a day. I would get out of bed, do the appointment, do the application, and go back to bed. But I got really good at that voice signature enrollment.
You did voice signature enrollment during COVID.
Yes.
Then it took you to, networking with other professionals and networking with, doctor's office, dental offices. Where I want to get to is how you've been able to build this relationship with dental offices and what it's been able to do for you in marketing.
Well, I thought about dental offices because my wife was a dental hygienist for about 30 years. And so I've been around dental offices for a long time. And in my earlier interactions with dental offices on the Medicare side is that I found that their billing office just really needed help. With Medicare Advantage plans changing every year, the dental benefits are getting better. They're getting swamped. I thought, there's an opportunity for me to be able to serve them and have it be a win-win situation, not only for them, but for me, but also their patients.
Yeah. So what did you decide to do when you decided, hey, I'm gonna start networking with dental offices?
Started calling them. And I actually had some clients that were patients of a dental office in Omaha, and they endorsed me to the dental office, and I called them and said, look what I can do for you. Were you aware of this? Were you aware of that plan? Were you aware of, what about, do you take Medicaid patients? No, we don't take Medicaid because they only pay us 17 cents on the dollar. And I said, well, how would you like to take those Medicaid patients and not have to bill Medicaid? And then their eyes lit up. And when we talked to them about you could make an additional $300,000 to $400,000 a year in revenue by bringing in these patients, if they're dual eligible, then they really got excited. And once I focused on their needs, and I'm sure we'll talk about this, but I didn't use a script.
I was going to ask you, so where's the script, Charlie? People ask me all the time, well, how do you do it? I remember having those conversations. You were like, Ty, I just want to, there was 2,000 dentists within a 20-mile radius in Omaha?
830.
830. Yep. So that's a big number.
Huge.
And you were like, we talked about what is a goal you want to get to? And I think we talked about, okay, let's get to 20, right?
Yep.
I think you've only got to 12 now, or 18, or how many you got. You haven't got your 20 yet. You still got to get it. Still haven't hold you to it, right?
Right. But I'll tell you, there's been times during the year where I would get calls every day from Omaha. I'd see this area code 402 number come in on my phone, and this lady would say, hey, I talked with ABC Dental, and They said I was supposed to call you. They said you could help me. And so all it is just taking the order, taking the application. They've already done the work for me. So, and as far as the script thing, I mean, come on, agents. When you go out on a date, you don't have a script. So when you're dealing with dental offices, forget about the script. Focus on what their needs are and how you can help them.
I think that's crucial. You talked about, everybody thinks they're going to be sold, right? And you need to focus on how does this help this dental office, number one. How does it then in turn help the patient? And then number three is how does it help you? I'm sure there's people you've helped where you didn't necessarily put them on a plan, but you helped the dental office, right?
Right.
And so don't expect to always be that easy, but I mean, you had to work hard.
Yes.
You had to make that happen. You had to build trust and credibility. I think you told me one time, you said, the lady just said, just give me a chance.
Yeah.
Just give me a shot. Let me prove myself. But it took breaking down those barriers.
Sure.
Now, when you're calling these dental offices, I get a question asked, do you want to talk to the dentist or who do you want to talk to? Who's the gatekeeper in those places?
Typically, I get a relationship with the gatekeeper who's the receptionist, but then I will ask them who handles their billing.
Okay.
And so I will talk with the billing person.
Okay.
She's typically the decision maker. And then she'll go talk to the dentist about it, but she runs the billing. She's the one that has to navigate all of these Medicare Advantage plans, all the dual complete plans. And if I can show her, number one, that I'm valuable.
Yes, in which you are.
And I also let her know what I've done for other dental offices across the country for credibility, and just to give her the feeling that I can lighten her load. Mm-hmm. But I have a dental office like in Layton that they call me a lot, saying, well, what about this? Does a Medicare Plan G, does it have dental benefits? And I go, no. And, but they use me as a resource because they trust me.
Yes.
They've given me a number. But I'm telling you, there is a ton of dental offices nationwide, and there's no reason why agents can't get 40 to 50 applications every single month.
Yeah.
New clients. You just kind of plant the tree. Is there a lot of work up front? Yep, there is. But that tree will continue to produce, and you're leveraging your time.
Absolutely. As we know that two things, it's drugs and dental that people that we deal with is their two biggest concerns. I think dental because not a lot of plans cover the dental. And, this year I know some things have changed where a lot of plans are covering implants and those things. The other one is drugs, where they go to the pharmacy and they see that pain of paying that bill every single month, right? But I know as you talk to dental offices, they come and they say, their biggest concern on why people don't come back in that door is what? They don't believe they can afford it.
Right.
And when you get them in the right program with the right dental office, they can afford it. Yes. And guess what? It does a lot for them. I'm sure their self-confidence. It does a lot for the dental office. I mean, how can you lose? It's a win-win-win.
A lot of these dual complete plans have $4,000, $4,500 worth of dental. United Healthcare covers implants now. So you've got a lot of these lower income people that are dual eligible who've never been able to afford dentures. Now they can go into these dental offices, get their dentures, get their posts on their lower denture. They feel better. They look better. They can afford that. The dental office makes money, and we as agents make money too.
That's right. It's never about the money, but it's about serving the patient. And if you go in with that mindset, I believe you can never lose.
Right.
Any other insight you'd want to give to somebody when, this has been a pretty, here's the thing. Somebody says, Ty, why would you give somebody this information and talk to them about how to network with dental offices or doctors' offices? Here's the deal. I know there's very few people that will listen to this, which I have a lot of people that listen that will actually take action. And you're one of the few that did. And it has paid huge dividends. So are you still running direct mail leads?
No.
But so, your bread and butter is, those relationships that you built.
Yes. Well, not all, my bread and butter are dental offices, and my bread and butter are my existing client base. I take care of them. I send them physical thank you cards. I call them on their birthdays. They always hear from me. I get tons of people texting me going, oh, thank you for that birthday card, or thank you for remembering me on my birthday. That endears them to me. But the thing that I found with new agents, they go, well, I'm afraid. Well, I'm scared. I thought, well, stay broke. You got to get past that fear.
Yeah.
And everybody is afraid. But how bad do you want oxygen? How bad do you want success? How bad do you want a 6-figure income, this residual? Because I'm telling you, if a 65-year-old bald-headed guy can make a lot of money, I looked at what I know this is kind of off the thing, but I got to tell you.
No, you're great. You're rolling.
Man,
I love it.
I went in to my commission report today and about dropped my teeth when I saw what was coming into my account tomorrow. And I'm going, this is residual, baby. And I didn't have to trade hours for dollars to get this. And it was a lot of money, to the point where I sent it to Ty and go, this isn't bad for one carrier for 1 month.
Not at all.
And Ty's response was, wow. But the thing is, you've got to get out of your comfort zone and get away. I'm going to throw up if I hear somebody tell me again, well, what's the script? Don't worry about the script. Worry about them. Focus. Put yourselves mentally in that office. And if you have an agent come in, you're going to be asking that agent, well, what can you do for me? You've got to look at it from their perspective. And if you do that, you'll win. And if you mess up, there's a lot of other dental offices. You're not going to get it right the first time.
So I know we talked to you wanted 20 dental offices, and I think you said you've been able to build relationships with 12. Mm-hmm. I know one of the other avenues you do is when one of your clients calls you up and says, hey, I need to go to a dentist, you're able to get in that dental office through the back door saying, hey, I have a patient. Are you familiar with the plan? Are you familiar how to bill it? Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? So you're getting into that dental office through the back door. Yes. One of the things I've tried to commit agents to do is schedule appointments for your existing members to go and see the dentist. Yes. That's another way to get in there. So if you want to get to 20 or 40 or 50 or whatever, I know that if an agent gets to 20 dental offices, they would never have to market again if they take care of them. Right?
That's right.
That's the truth. They just, and when you look at how many people are coming in there that are turning 65, I know here in Utah, I looked at the latest number, March 1, there's 4,000 baby boomers turning 65 in March. It's accelerating at a rapid rate.
Yeah.
So the last thing would be is if somebody's listening to this and wants to take action, what was your advice to them?
I think the easiest way I've got a lady that lives in Logan, and she wanted help with her dentist and making an appointment and getting things done. And I took that as an opportunity. And I told her, Jacqueline, let's call your dental office together.
Yes.
So we did a conference call. I had Jacqueline on the line, an existing patient. And so she kind of opened the door for me. And Jacqueline said, oh, Charlie's the best Medicare agent in the world. You got to listen to him. And so she really paved the way. And anyway, she went ahead and made an appointment. And then while I was on the phone with the receptionist, I let her know, well, do you know about this? Do you know about that? Well, no, we didn't know about that. Well, yeah, can I come in and share some information with you? Well, yeah, you can. All the time I had the patient on the phone with me as my assistant, if
your
you will.
Champion. She was your champion. Yeah, she was advocating for you.
I would do that. That's a real easy way because, face it, dental offices get hit a lot with people soliciting to them. So, of course, they're going to have their guard up. But use your existing clients as your champion to get into these dental offices or PNC offices. There's a lot of different offices that you can do that with. So you guys are making it too hard.
So once you get that person on the phone, they say yes, they want help. What are some things you do on the back end to continue to build that relationship?
What I'll do as soon as let's say that if I move somebody to a dual complete plan and they get approved, then I will call that dental office back and say, this is Jacqueline's membership ID number for this new plan. You've got her scheduled. It's going to be effective in March. Go ahead and schedule an appointment with her. She's going to have $4,000 worth of dental. and then I'll just follow up with them. I'm putting together a new newsletter that I'm going to email to all of my dental offices and say, remember this, remember that. You've got to constantly follow up and check in with them. And sometimes what I'll do with a dental office in Omaha, when they're cranking out leads to me and I'm getting a lot of applications, I'll call up and say, hey, what do you guys like to eat? What do you like to do for lunch? Dental offices love to order lunch and have it brought in, catered to them. And I'll give them my credit card number and they'll order lunch. And just is my way of saying, hey, thank you. And that endears them to me as well.
So these dental offices, the members call you, right? That's one way. They go to your website and fill out a permission to contact form. Or doesn't the dental office have permission to contact slips that they have the patient fill out as well to get in contact with you?
They do.
So you're giving them multiple avenues to get in contact with you on the back end. And then I think you said you like to ask them, would they like business cards? Would they like brochures? And you'll send them a little welcome gift.
Yes. And then also United Healthcare, you can get them for free, those tabletop banners with your information on it. That's another good thing. But they use business cards a lot. So I'll send them a lot of business cards that they can hand out to their patients.
Yeah. So. My wife worked for an orthodontist when we first got married. And one of the ways that they marketed is he would deliver, I think, 10 gift baskets or fruit baskets every single month to other dental offices that weren't doing orthodontic work. And that's how he built his practice. So it's a simple thing. And then they follow up, right? And just continue to foster that relationship. And you want them to think, okay, this patient said they need dental work, they need implants. Oh, they have Medicare, Medicaid. Hey, they need to call Charlie.
Yes.
I mean, you are their champion.
Right.
And then you've got, I believe you've got testimonials as well from dental offices and referred you to other dental offices. So it's just kind of transpired from there. Anything else you'd like to leave with the audience today?
Just don't be afraid. Everybody's afraid. Ty was afraid. I was afraid. You think about it. If you've got a toddler that's 12 months old, he's going to fall down. And I'll bet you that toddler doesn't say, well, I just don't think walking is for me. He's going to get back up. Yeah. And so you're going to make mistakes. It just depends on how bad you want the dream of financial freedom. Yeah. Ty and he's at a huge, bigger scale than I am, but Ty's helped me make a lot of money, but I have the time to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I live life on my own terms. So it depends on how bad you want that dream. Yeah. And if you do it, you'll overcome those fears. But everybody's afraid. Yeah.
As always, share, like, and subscribe. And Charlie, thanks for being on today taking the time out of your day. I know that there'll be agents that listen to this, and hopefully, I believe all of them will take action. But and they will do better as well as because they continue to communicate with those referral partners. And we will catch you on the next one. Thank you. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Ty Brady Way. As always, share, like, and subscribe. Go to Instagram at ty.r.brady. And as always, love hearing from you. And let me know what you want to learn on the show or what you'd like me to bring up on the show. Thanks.
You can find the Ty Brady Way on Instagram as well as Facebook. To stay connected with giveaways and Ty himself, go ahead and follow at ty.r.brady on Instagram as well as Facebook. This podcast was recorded, edited, and produced by Whitney Face Media Marketing. The theme music is an excerpt from Hot Chicken of the Woods by Isaac Joel.